If you want to complete the Diamond Casino silent and sneaky the fastest way possible, never get spotted and easily make over $2 million, you must not do this one thing, which is killing random guards. That's why you want to complete these setups, start the heist and choose these options. And now when you're inside of the casino, you need to carefully follow along so you don't get spotted, where you can just run straight through the scanner. There might be a guard in front of you, make sure to take him down, and then immediately on the left side there will be a camera that you can take down as well. Make sure to only take down one camera over here, because if you take down another camera while entering the casino, you will get spotted. Now wait at the start, because there will be another guard spawning in a bit later, and now you can decide to take down the guard that is inside and swipe the panel with your keycard that is right over here. Now run towards this place where you want to hold open the vault door, and while you are doing that, let your teammate run towards this other guard so he can take him down and go inside the vault to collect some extra cash. This vault will give you between $20,000 and $99,000, which is some great extra money to have. But while your teammate is collecting the cash, make sure to swipe this panel, because we are going down towards this place where you want to wait at this staircase. The reason for this is because there is a guard coming from the bottom all the way towards you. Simply take him down with your gun, and if you go into first person mode, you run way quicker down the stairs. The only thing that you want to do is go towards this panel and swipe it right over here, so when we exit this place it will be a bit quicker. Now run towards the left side where we want to take down the final guard right over here with our gun, and to make it a bit safer you can decide to stun this camera and then take down the other two guards that are right over there. Now you can decide to stun this camera if you want as many times as you want. Make sure that you do not destroy it as I mentioned before, because otherwise you will get detected. But now all you need to do is wait for your teammate to go towards the basement, and as you can see we got $87,000 from this save, which is a pretty good save that we got. Now all you gotta do is swipe the key cards at the same time, but sometimes it might happen when you are running inside of this place that you randomly get kicked out. However, there is actually a way how you can fix this. If you've just swiped your key card, you want to be careful at the start and actually walk until the text on the bottom disappears. Now stand still for a second and wait until the text on the bottom reappears again, and when you see go towards the vault door, you can start running all the way towards the back, where we can start drilling the locks right over here. Using your vault laser is actually pretty simple. I recommend staying between these ranges where you can spam this really easily and destroy all the 6 locks the quickest way possible. If you are having some difficulties with it, you can also practice this and actually buy this inside of your arcade, but doing this in the heist itself is honestly pretty easily. Now when you go inside of the vault, it is important that you communicate with your teammate which direction you're going, because there is actually a time limit on how long you can stay inside of the vault. For most of the doors you will have to do a hack before getting inside of it. Doing this hack is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is look for 4 patterns on the left side that are similar to the image on the right. The great thing is that there are only a total of 4 fingerprints, and they always have the same exact answers. They are just scrambled in a different order each time. But if you want a cheat sheet so you know exactly which patterns you have to look for, here's a screenshot that you can use so you know exactly which patterns you need to look for. After a while of doing many of these hacks, you will notice the patterns immediately without even having to look at the image on the right side. And since we are doing this on hard mode, we will have a total of 2 fingerprint hacks that we need to do for each panel. But if you are struggling with this, you can actually buy this inside of your arcade business. The only thing that you need to do is buy this on your main board, and then on this board make sure that you complete the hacking device prep, because now you will be able to go towards this place inside of your arcade where you will see in the top left the fingerprint scanner option. If you go inside of this place, you will see a total of 4 fingerprint hacks where you can practice it exactly like you will get it in the final heist, and you can do this as much as you want until you feel confident to do it in the final heist. If you do get one of the answers wrong, it's not a big issue, as on the right side you see the access attempts. You have a total of 6 attempts to do before you fail a hack. And now when you've done that, collect whatever loot you have. You will see them marked with letters all over your map. By far the most valuable loot that you can get is gold, which will pay the most amount of money. Below that we got artwork, which I have in this clip, and then the worst possible loot that you can get is cash, which I honestly recommend you to never use, as you can easily cancel the Diamond Casino Heist and get way better loot. But now when you are collecting the loot, in the bottom right there is actually a timer that you need to be careful of, stuff. The timer is actually decided by which hacker you choose. Here you will see an overview of all the hackers with the timers associated with it. If you have gold or either cash as the primary loot and are doing it with only 2 people, I recommend choosing the most expensive hackers, which is either Evie or Paige. But if you have artwork, which is by far the quickest loot that you can collect, by choosing Johan Blair, you will be completely fine and save some extra money. The reason for this is because collecting the loot has different times for each one of them. If you want to collect 1 stack of cash, it will take you a total of 37 seconds. If you want to collect gold, it will only take you 25 seconds. And then the shortest one which you can collect is artwork, which only takes you 20 seconds. And now, if you still have enough time, you can also start to decide drilling. I recommend you to buy the drills which you can use in these safety deposit boxes if you're with 2 or more players. Most of the times when you're playing it with either 3 or 4 players, you will have more than enough time where the other players can still collect the stuff while the others can start drilling and make some extra cash. For each loot that you get out of one of these deposit boxes will be worth around $5,000 to $8,000. And now when you're close to the timer running out, exit default, swipe the keycards again. If you want to be careful, wait at this start again so you don't get kicked out, as the same thing applies right over here as well. And now there is actually a trick how you can run way faster while in the casino heist. The way how you can do that is by simply going into your settings, go towards gamepad and change your sprint mode from tap to sprint to hold to sprint. This only applies for people that are playing on keyboard, because now when you are inside the casino heist, when you are running and pressing A and D over and over again, you will actually run a lot faster, which also applies at many other places in GTA Online. And now when you're at this exit, it is important that you exit completely safe. The best way to do this is by simply hugging this wall. If you want to make it a bit easier, you can also go in first person mode if that helps you in any way. And now go towards this place. We already swiped the keycard off the door so we can go into first person mode and run up the stairs, which is the fastest way possible. Now in Silent and Sneaky, we can actually collect the safe 2 times, where there is a trick. If you take cover against the safe and keep going left and right, you can actually go inside of this place if you are spamming the enter button. And now when you're inside, you can collect all of the other cash and get up to an extra $99,000 again. In my case, I ended up getting $88,000 again, which in total gave us more than $160,000 just purely from the safe. Now while you are collecting the cash, let your teammate take down these 2 guards and be careful for the other guard to not kill them in front of him. And now when you've eventually done that and collected all of the cash, you can leave through this place and leave the staff lobby. And now when you're at this place, it is important that you carefully follow along so you don't get spotted while exiting, because the first guard that you want to take down with your gun is right over here. If you start shooting at him, everyone will get alerted and start shooting at you, which will lower your take by a lot. So make sure to keep running at this place. Sometimes there might also be a car on the street that you can take, which will make it a bit faster. And the location for your vehicles are actually linked to the location of the buyer as well. By far the best buyer to get is if the car location is all the way towards the left side, as you will have the bridge location for the buyer. The current location that we have is in the forest, which is the second best location. And then if you have it at the third spot, which is the worst possible location, it will be all the way up in Paleto Bay. Now the last thing that you need to do is drive with one of these cars all the way towards this place, where you will find one of the helicopters. You can barely spot the tail of the helicopter, but if you don't see the helicopter like I have it in this clip, make sure that you just keep driving forward until you're around this building where you see the WTF sign. And now if you go back towards the building again, you will see that the helicopter has spawned, where the only thing that you have to do is simply climb over these objects. Be careful at the back if the cops are shooting at you, as sometimes they laser at you and shoot all of their bullets in just a couple of seconds. So make sure to keep an eye on your health bar and keep eating snacks if you're getting too low, or shoot back if it is necessary. Once you're eventually up over this place, shoot the window so you can get easily in the helicopter without the animation playing. And now the only thing that's left to do is simply fly towards the buyer. Make sure that you fly high enough so you can escape the cops the quickest way possible. And now once you've landed, as you can see, we passed the heist, where our actual take is $2.1 million. We completed this in just 13 minutes and 52 seconds, where nobody gets wasted, 0 hacks were filled, which gives us an extra $100,000 on top of the amount that we currently already have, which allows you to earn a lot of money with this heist. Now this is one of the best businesses to use, but the only downside is that you do need one other player in order to complete this heist. If you want to know the best solo businesses that will make you even more millions, check out this video where I've shown you exactly how you can do that.